Good evening, my friends. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you tonight. We're going to start in just a second. Oh, there we go. Now I can see it. Good to see you. Come on in and say hello. Make yourself at home. Pull up a chair. Put your feet up. All right. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Hi, everybody. Oh, I'm so glad you liked them. Nancy, no Cinderella tonight. What? I don't know about that. Alrighty. I am actually coming to you from the dining room tonight, down here where we did card club today. It's kind of cool. I have all this room I can spread out. All right. Yeah, we did have card club today, and I wanted to show you guys that bonus card. I know I was telling you about it last time. The card club was for Kirby Christmas this month, and I showed you the other cards last time. This is the bonus card that I made with the set. This one's using the Snowflake Splendor paper. Love, love, love that paper. And just the Kirby the Kirby dies, and then the Kirby Christmas stamp set, and this beautiful snowflake embossing folder back there. A little bit of this. Now this mesh was actually in the Halloween suite, but it is so gorgeous. It shines really nicely. So I used it here with my bell. And then when you open it up, it says, "May your days be merry and bright." So a really fun little Christmas card. This was an extra design I did with the Kirby Christmas. So, yes, welcome back, Debbie Colby. I totally missed you so much. Alrighty. So, I wanted to do something, and I know I always come to you and I'm like, okay, here's what you need to buy today. This is great. And while I would like for you to buy this tonight, I will tell you that this is a project that I want you to just be comfortable, kick back, and enjoy some crafting time for you this weekend. So, yeah, it's just a fun project. It's one that you can gift, or it's one that you can keep for yourself. I really fell in love with this paper when it came out, but I got to be honest, it's not one that I've wanted to cut up. It's one that I've sat on for quite a while now. It has this beautiful red metallic. I know we used this on some note cards when it first came out, and I love it because it does look like the North Pole newspaper, I guess you'd say. Just some really fun little ads and articles. But it's just stinking cute. So on one side you have this red metallic, and then they repeat the designs in gold metallic too. And then we have some that, oh, I love this too. Look at the recipes from Mrs. Claus's cookbook. Mrs. Claus's cheese fondue. I mean, this is just really cool. And then over here, this looks like the newspaper again. So really, really fun. And when you turn this over on the back, it's all in black and white. So you could use this with just regular, colored cardstock. This would be beautiful with that plaid tidings designer series paper. Really, really fun. So we're gonna play around with this tonight. I'm gonna show you what I made and just give you a little idea of something to play around with. It's not a project that would take you a long time to do. You don't have to be a, long time stamper to do it. This is great to do with kids. I really hope you like it. So we're going to use another one of our acetate boxes. I know we've used these several times this week, but we're going to make a box of tags, and this is the perfect way to use this paper I have found. So I just made one of these little acetate boxes. We're gonna make a little belly band. A belly band you can take on or off. But I made a little tag for it. But when you open it up, it has tags. And I will say that when I'm downstairs wrapping gifts for Christmas, having to go through and find tags and that kind of thing, the stamper, yeah, me, the stamper, this is true confessions here. Sometimes I will pick up labels from my office and write with a Sharpie and stick it on the back of the box, and it does not look cute. So when I can have tags like this on hand, it's wonderful. I feel so accomplished. So even if you did like all like that black and white buffalo plaid paper, or you can do, you could even do brown wrapping paper for this and have your presents with different ones of these on it. It would be beautiful, and people will really think you went over the top. So what I did was I went through that designer series paper, and I just took my paper trimmer, and I was doing it while watching TV, and I just started cutting up some of I guess they're the classified ads from the North Pole newspaper. And you can see they all cut up into really cool sizes for making different size tags. So, you have gingerbread house contest, toy making workshop, top of the world travel, North Polish fishing club, up on the housetop roofing. I mean, they're just stinking cute. So you can do all sorts. These are probably two of my favorites. This one's the Silver Bells Choir auditions, and this one's Old Fashioned Sleigh Rides. So really, really pretty. So you just add this foil to some cardstock, and I'm telling you, it takes on a whole new life. I just love it. So let's look at what else I have here on my table. So I have all these little guys here. When I took my pieces and started to kind of deal them out to figure out what I wanted to make, I just pulled out 2 different colors of cardstock. So you don't even have to you could pull out your scrap bin if you want. You could make them any color. I just pulled out some real red and some shaded spruce. And I'm going to show you how I measure these. This is so not a precise art. So this should be for those people who are like, well, I'm not a crafter. Okay, dude, well, I got the craft for you because this is so easy. So I used some of the red sheer ribbon, and I kept it all the same. But again, you could do it in different ribbons or baker's twine, whatever you'd like. This one I cut and made just a little tag here on the top, and put it on top of a piece of cardstock and punched it and tied my ribbon around it. So there was that one. This one, I rounded the corners, which kind of brought in this same design. You don't even have to do that. You can put it all together, all square if you want. And then on the back, I did a little square of Whisper White, and I used 2 stamps on most of them. So the 2 stamps that I'm using tonight come from Cherish the Season, and I'm using the 2 from, which I could have used this Merry Christmas, but I wanted to use one that was stacked on top of each other like this. So I used this Merry Christmas from the Celebration Tidings. So these 2 sets, and in the past couple of weeks, we've seen several sets that have 2 from. So check your sets out and see what you have. This is not one that you got to go and buy a ton of stuff to create. This is something you can use with what you have on hand, which I like to share with you guys a lot, because I know for me, when I'm watching YouTube videos, a lot of times it's like, oh, I don't have that. Oh, I don't have that. I don't have that. And then I lose interest and I don't want to go back and make it. But this one, I hope you'll give it a try. And then if you enjoy it, you can always go try other papers and things to go with it, to try with the project. But this is one that I hope you'll try just to get your creative juices flowing. So you can see these are pretty simple little tags, but really cute. They'll really dress up your presents. My little sleigh rides, and the Mistletoe Nail Salon, Mistletoe's Nail Salon, and Tinsel Townhomes for sale. So let me show you how we do. Oh, Paper Pumpkin did have a 2 from. You're right, Deb. You're right. So if you get Paper Pumpkin, you have that 2 from also. All right. So like I said, I just brought some real red and shaded spruce down, and I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer too. And I double layered these, so you can see I put the shaded spruce and then the real red behind it. You don't have to do that if you just like a single layer. I just like the different color in there. I thought that looked really cool. But here's the precise way to measure for these. Hi Kim, how are you? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. So let's see, let's do this one with the toy making workshop. I'll show you what I did. So I just pulled out some scraps, and Lordy knows I have a lot of scraps. That's why I do a lot of punch art. So I just take a scrap, and when I go to adhere these little pieces, I usually just leave a thin border around it and then just pop it down. And when I go to put this on my paper trimmer, there's the easiest way to just take it. I'll put it in my paper trimmer, and I use this guide a lot when I'm making borders on little pieces. So I'm gonna put this in and scoot it over, and I'm gonna put this here so you can see it. Can you see how my white piece here, how it comes out to this little opening right there? There's enough room between that opening and the track to make a nice little border around whatever you're cutting. So it's a really nice kind of guide to use. And you can always go back, trim it shorter, make it thick, or whatever you'd like. So I'm gonna put that down, bring it right up there. Made that one a little bit, this one over here is a little bit wider, so I'll just take a little hair off of that. Whoop, let's trim it. Like that, okay? And then I'm just gonna pop this on a little piece of shaded spruce, like this. Like this. And then do the same thing again. So I'll just trim around the edge, and it really makes for quick little tags. So like I said, tonight is not a difficult project. It's not one that you have to have all these measurements for, nothing like that. It's just something that's an easy project for you to, you know, be able to just get your projects done. Don't have to sit around and think about score lines and all that. So that's that one. Let's do one more so I can show you for this other, where is it? Here we go, this one. This little sleigh ride. So I'm gonna take this one and a scrap, let's take a scrap of shaded spruce. I'm just gonna bring this in and cut a piece off. Because I honestly, this one sheet of designer paper, I have no idea how many tags are here, but there are a lot of tags that you can make out of one of these sheets of paper. So really, really fun. All right, look at that. Oh my gosh, look how that worked out. Yeah, I meant to do that. Let's see, let's do this one. I want to do it upside down, and I'll show you why. So I'm going to bring it down here like that. Okay. Then I'm going to bring it into my trimmer, and I'm going to move it back to that same spot on the track. So I'll bring the white over to that edge right there, opening, and I'm going to score this one, okay? Then I'm going to fold it on my score line there, and I'm going to measure this to see, let's see, right about there. So we'll open that up and trim it. And there's our little tag. Now I'm gonna take this one, and you could leave it just like that, but I'm gonna take it and mount it on a little piece of real red. And I'm telling you, just a little bit of cardstock, a little bit of designer paper, and you are so impressive. So impressive. They'll be going, ooh, where'd you get those gorgeous tags? All right, let me show you this one, and then I'm going to show you the construction I did on the box. All right, so I'm gonna put this one right about there, like that. I'm gonna open this one up to give me a little bit of less thickness in there to cut. So I'm gonna open it up, move it over to, so the green is over by my track right here. Just cut that off and turn it, and we'll do the same thing. Bring it over, put the green there on that opening. There you go. Isn't that fun? Now you don't have to punch and put ribbons on them if you don't want to. This one I did flat and just punched, put some of the red sheer ribbon on there, and then you can put your to from on the back, or you can do, like on this one, you can do it on the inside like that, okay? So that's how you do your little tags. So to do your box for the belly band, we're going to bring in a box first of all. That would help, huh? Here's one of our acetate boxes, and we've used these on a couple projects so far during the 12 days. And I'm just going to open that up and close one end. Fold it back, kind of get it a little loosened up there. Fold that tab in. Oops. Fold this up like so. Okay. We'll fold that in. So that's going to be the back of our box because that's where the tab is. So have it just like that. I'm going to go ahead and stick my tags in here so it'll give you a good visual. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. On the inside of my box, I used a little piece of designer series paper, and you can use whatever you want, or you can just leave it blank if you want. You could just put a piece of cardstock in here. In fact, let's do that this time so it's a solid piece in there and you can see the difference. So the measurement of our box, it's going to hold your 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch cards, right? So this is just a tad larger than that. So I'm going to cut mine at 4 5/8, so that's just 1/8 of an inch larger than my card. So 4 5/8 by 5. Wait a minute, I did that wrong. 4, I want 4 3/8. Sorry about that. 4 3/8 by 5 5/8. There we go. 4 3/8 by 5 3/8, and that's going to fit down inside your box. So it'll give you a little solid background there for when you put your labels or your tags in. So I'm just going to scoot these down in here. It looks so festive with that gold. Love it. Here we go. I love getting tags, and you know what's really cool? I've a few years when I was at school doing Secret Santas, one of the times I had a Secret Santa who gave me a roll of gift wrap with a bow around it that was tied with some Scotch tape, and it actually had a little roll of ribbon with it. I thought that was the coolest, because it was so much easier to have that all in one place. I took that sucker home and I used the heck out of it. So it's always nice to get wrapping things. All right, so we're gonna give this a little fold and close our top up like that. Oop. Doesn't want to play. This is definitely a project you could do if you're riding in the car somewhere on a trip, or, you know, sitting anywhere while you're watching Hallmark movies. Not that I do that a lot, but really simple one to do. So I'm going to bring in a piece of real red cardstock, and I'm going to cut this at 2 inches by 11. So I'm just going to cut off a 2-inch piece right here, like that. And I'm going to bring in my another not measured piece. I'm going to bring in my box and my piece of real red, and I'm going to start from the back. Okay, just going to kind of center that on there, just eyeball it, and just push it over, get a little crease, and then I'm going to take it off so I can square it up. So I make sure when it goes down that these edges are all square. Just give it a little fold like that. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the 3 other corners. So I'll just fold it here, give it a little squeeze like that. Do the same thing over here, right there, and right there. And it just comes right around to the front of your box like that, leaving you a little tab that you can glue down. Perfect, right? I'm going to put some adhesive here on the back of the one that folds over, like that. And pull that in, fold that over like that. Okay? So there's your little belly band. It still slides on and off if you want, but you don't need to really take it off or anything, so I just leave it right there. All right, so I cut a little piece of designer series paper, and I used some gold foil to highlight that foil in the tags. So this is going to go here first on the back. So I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive here in the center, and I'll just line it up. I love these labels because you can use the little edges here to center them. So there's that guy. And then I'll bring in some dimensionals, and I'm going to put this little tag on the front, like so. And put this one here in the middle. These dies, oops, are the stitched nested labels, and they are really cool. They have a bunch of sizes, and when you cut them out with the die, it'll give you this inside edge, and then the outside that you cut out has a stitched edge around it also. So you have that negative space there you can use on something else. So let's put this on here and try to center it up like so. Okay. And then we'll move some stuff out of the way so I can see. There we go. Oh, here they are. Here are the dies. These are the stitched nested labels. This one I left upstairs. I used that one too. So I just cut 3 separate sizes, graduating down. So this is the little guy here. This is this one over here that I'm going to use for my little just for you right there. So we'll bring this in, and I'm going to do the just for you first, and I'm going to do this in real red like this. There we go. Right there. And then I brought in the little pine spray, this little guy right here from the Cherish the Season. And I'm going to bring in that shaded spruce ink, and I'm going to add just a little bit of interest here on my tag so it looks a little more finished like this. Love this one. It's so pretty. Like that. And then we're going to put this one on, and then we're going to dress it up. Oh, I forgot. Before we do that, I'm going to put some adhesive here on this label here, and I'm going to bring in my sheer red ribbon, and I'm going to start over on the left side over here. Just put that up here, press down a little bit on the adhesive, take it to the other end and fold it back like that. and then go back the other way. And this really is a cool way to just easily dress up the background for your project. Like that, okay? And then we'll bring in our little tag. I put a couple dimensionals behind here. Like that. And put this little guy right about there. Like that. And then I will bring in some of those gorgeous gilded gems. Where's my, oh, here we go. And I'm going to put a couple of little gems here on my tag to just finish it off and bring that gold all together. So you see, you're only using a few pieces or a few supplies, but it really dresses it up to look like quite a cool little gift, if you ask me. I just love it. So that's our little box of tags. Isn't that fun? I absolutely love it. So I hope you'll give it a try. I really do. It's so fun. All right, so that's what I have for you tonight. I wanted to do something kind of fun and easy and a way for you to just get your craft on and feel like you're being productive, but just having some fun. And you can use what you have for this. You don't need to go and, you know, do anything special. Just go through and use your things up. Cut your designer paper up. But if you need more designer paper, obviously I'm here for you. You can order yours at my online store at suitablystamped.stampinup.net and use the host code, and that's on the calendar right above this post. So just grab that there and put it in, and you will be getting a fun tutorial bundle from me, plus orders of 50 or more. We'll also be getting the a red sheer ribbon. That's what's free tonight for the 6th day of Christmas. And I hope you'll give it a try. The DSP that I used, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you that, did I? That would have been a good thing to tell you. It's actually here in the holiday catalog. It's called the Wonder of the Season Specialty Designer Series paper. And you actually get a lot. It's on page 31. Let's look at it. Back here. And actually the coordinating piece here with the trees on it is part of the 'Tis the Season designer paper over here on the right side, okay? So this is your specialty paper here, and you get 12 sheets, 2 sheets each of 6 double-sided designs. So they're all 12 by 12s, and like I said, you get this in red metallic and gold metallic, plus you get those black and white designs too. So really, really fun. Okay, so that's the Wonder of the Season Specialty Designer Series paper. But honestly, great project, really easy, and I hope you will give it a try. So, hi, Michelle. I was really quick tonight. I'm sorry. Okay, you're going to have to watch the replay. Sorry about that. Oh, thanks, Candy. You're so sweet. Thanks, Rosie. I really have been enjoying doing the 12 days with you. So we'll be back tomorrow night for the 7th day of Christmas. But please, tonight, if you have anything that you would like to see, any particular projects you'd like me to show you how to make, please just post it here, because I'd love to hear your ideas. And like with the slimline card, I'd be happy to try them and do a design for you. So post it here, okay? All right, I will see you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock for the 7th day of Christmas. And have a wonderful evening, okay? All right, stay safe, stay well, and God bless. Good night.